MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Gerrit Cole will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So here's Josh Reddick. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Runs up and gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Line drive base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-roll. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Hicks going back at the track. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at-bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
Stepping into the box, Yuli Gurriel. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-roll. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning the strike zone.
And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So stepping in, Kyle Tucker. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Pause, now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second.
Torres brings it in.
Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Astros on top, 2-0. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
And now pitch on the way. Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a... Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting third.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And that misses for ball 1. That misses 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So 2-out success means that Aaron Judge gets to swing it here.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a nod.
Good, think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. LeMahieu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They're down 2-0. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Ronnie Dawson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And this is popped up near second base. Torres has it, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8, the shortstop, number 3.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Miles Straw comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Garrett Stubbs swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Hot shot down the line. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. In the outfield, Josh Reddick, a huge wrestling fan, but what we need to lock in on is the fact that he's got one of the best arms in baseball. Loves throwing guys out at the dish. We'll see if he gets the opportunity today.
On the ground to third. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Standing in, Aaron Hicks. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Josh Reddick. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Torres scoops it up, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So with 1 gone for him here in the inning, we'll give you a look at the standings, and you can see that they enter play with a 3.5 game lead in the division race. Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Hicks. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. 1 hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. 0-1 the count. One strike now from Cole. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Throw gets him. 2 down. Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Torres picks it up. Throw on to Voit, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Bottom of the third now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mike Tauchman.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That evens it up 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there.
Batting
Mike
ninth.
Tauchman is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Feliciano.
Stepping up now, Angelo Feliciano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. On the season, Andujar hits a little over the 270 mark. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now. Gio Urshela is on deck. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Dawson is there, 2 gone. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, number 10.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Torres has it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Kyle Tucker. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kyle Tucker sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Ronnie Dawson.
At the plate, Ronnie Dawson. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. To short, hit hard. He's got it. And an offline throw, but a good tag this time to get his man anyway. So digging in now, Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Slider finds the zone for a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Reddick. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging, and then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Luke Voigt goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Aaron Hicks is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We played 4. Now to the plate, Miles Straw. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
In now, Garrett Stubbs. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Astros, the right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-1 home. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Tucker. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Gio Urshela. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Our score remains 2-1. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off against Gerrit Cole.
Jose Altuve.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Striding in once again, Alex Bregman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And this ball's right past him at first base. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than
A dive, but it's off his glove. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now batting. The first baseman,
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. The set and the 1-1. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Into the box now, Luke Voigt, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now Voigt with a high fly ball out to deep left field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And he is in there.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. In there, 1-1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Mike Tauchman. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Stepping in, Kyle Tucker. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Popped high in the air. Urshela over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ronnie.
Now batting, Ronnie Dawson popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball, you're basically just hoping to make contact. He's so good at putting guys away, though.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 3.
Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Angelo Feliciano.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
The designated hitter, Miguel.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gio Urshela. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Verlander still with one earned run on his line through 6 1/3. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Another payoff pitch. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit out toward second. Altuve fields it cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Yankees. They still trail it here 2-1. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it'll be the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Now batting.
Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Josh Reddick stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Popped him up. Feliciano is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. Second base.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Ryan Presley was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Now the 2-1. Fooled him big time. A swinging strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Torres stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Torres becomes out number 2 this inning. Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. And he hits it hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Jonathan Holder enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Shot toward right center, and there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Yordan Alvarez stands in as he looks at a called strike. A little roller toward the hole. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The first baseman, number 10.
So here's Yuli Gurriel trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. First offering on its way. Hard liner to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Kyle Tucker stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? LeMahieu for 1. On to Voigt, an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Roberto Osuna comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 54.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. His career history with Roberto Osuna, he's 0 for 4. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Osuna has compiled over 65 innings of work, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Next for New York, Mike Tauchman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him, 0-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Ball 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Fouled off. Last chance for the Yankees. Hit back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Miguel Andujar is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Great stuff to close out that game, and he better hang on to that baseball because it's a special one. That's career save number 200. Definitely a nice milestone.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Houston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Justin Verlander earns his 25th win to lead the league. Gerrit Cole pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Roberto Osuna records the save, his 46th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.